Good evening to everybody and welcome to AJ McClung Memorial Stadium, where we have got a special edition of Columbus United FC as we are live streaming on Georgia Alabama Sports Live's Facebook page and YouTube channel due to the fact that this is a friendly as Columbus United FC is taking on the Columbus Night Eagles. And for those of you who are wondering about the Columbus Night Eagles, they are a local soccer team here in Fountain City. And their mission is to grow a culture of powerful minds to the sport of soccer while mentoring the balance of harmony and discipline on and off the playing field.
And thanks to WC Bradley for your support of Columbus United.
Columbus Night Eagles also won the International Soccer Competition back in 2023, and they're led by their coach and player, Brandon Dura. Also, they've got some familiar faces on this roster, including former Spencer Greenwave and Columbus Rapid, Oswaldo Valencia. We're ready to kick this one off as the youngsters going to be lining up with the starters. The tradition, unlike any other, when it comes to soccer, the youth soccer players side by side with the soccer team announcing the starting lineups before the game. Happy 4th of July weekend, everybody. I hope that you all enjoyed the fireworks last night. I expect fireworks tonight as well. We've got a lot of sporting events going on. Across the street from us, we got the Columbus Cleanstones in action. Man, I saw pictures on social media. That place was just as packed as opening night. Just seeing the footage at Sadovas Park, what an incredible sight. I expect a big crowd there as well. Expect a big crowd here as well. And, there's nothing greater than watching a sporting event during 4th of July weekend. We also have a big race over in Crawford at East Atlanta Motor Speedway. Rick Beach on the call, I believe. Okay. East Alabama Motor Speedway? Okay. Right now we got a big softball tournament going on at the South Commons Softball Complex. But this is Fan Appreciation Night. We see the fans that have been here all season coming on out to support Columbus United FC. The first 500 fans got a free t-shirt. As always, AJ McClung Memorial Stadium has been a great venue, but they do have one more scheduled game after this. This was actually supposed to be a game against Montgomery United. It was going to be a USL matchup. Montgomery United did not have enough players, so they decided to play a friendly against the local team, Columbus Night Eagles, and that's why you're getting it on our platform, because this is not an official USL game. This is actually considered a friendly. But it's been a successful season. I know that the transition going to USL 2, they've had some tough contests. And only 2 teams make the playoffs out of USL 2. There we can see the players from both Columbus United FC and the Columbus Night Eagles. that you're able to join us. Just having a great time here. Just to recap, Columbus United FC, the last couple of road contests, they fell to Dothan United 2-0. And then last game was on July the 2nd. They lost to Southern Soccer Academy 4-1. They're trying to break that 2-game losing streak. Try to get a win here. We're going to have the national anthem and the start of the match. It is time for this soccer friendly between Columbus United FC and Columbus Night Eagles. By the way, if you're a soccer fan, we got a big CONCACAF Gold Cup final Sunday. Tomorrow, the United States and Mexico.
And welcome to Houston Southern employees and families for joining us tonight.
Some of the key players for Columbus United FC this year, including Carter Berg, who had 6 goals, and then Dennis Hayes with 4 goals, and the goalkeeping from Brino Zenola. Some of the players noticed out in the field. Number 19. Trying to get Damian Facchetti. Lillian Fischel back in the lineup. Good to see him.
If there's some kids that would like to be ball boys, ball girls, please report down to the center of the field.
Getting ready to kick off. Columbus Night Eagles in their black jerseys with the Seattle Seahawk fluorescent green. I'm gonna call it, that's the color. That's gonna be the official color. Seattle Seahawk green. We're gonna go ahead and put that in the color registry. Columbus United FC is going from left to right on your phone, tablet, TV screen, however you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube. Remember, this is not an official USL game, so no USL logo at the top left. It is not live streamed on NBC Sports Engine Play. Got confirmation from the league earlier before we started the broadcast. And we're going to get ready to kick off. And kicking off is going to be Fateki. And we're underway here at AJ McClung. We're ready to start. Good touch there on that far side. Trying to push it. Fateki, nice touch. Back out to the midfielder. Trying to keep tabs on it and get an opportunity here. The Knight Eagles, good defense. We got the first tripped up player, possible shot attempt. Had space for the shot attempt. And back to the defense, trying to reset things. Nice pass, Valentin Fontaine. He's had a fantastic season for United. Sebastian Bussey also in on the play. Tetsu Fushero with the touch. Pass over to the near far side. Trying to push it up, and it's going to be keeper's ball. There's not going to be a whole lot that United will try to get on that, trying to push it. That just hit off the foot of the goalkeeper, and now an opportunity for United. In the box, Fateki. Back out, shot, oh, just off the mark. And a goal kick coming up for the Knight Eagles, who are based out of Columbus. Correction, that will be a corner kick for United, as that was deflected off of the Knight Eagles. And taking this corner kick is Sammy Ambrose. Back out to Sebastian Bussey, looking to cross, trying to control it. Spins around, controls the angle, and a save. But that goes off the keeper for the Knight Eagles, which means we're going to have another corner kick. And looking at the roster, it's looking like the keeper is Emilius Pierce. Like I said, this is an unofficial roster for the Knight Eagles. And I'm seeing a lot of different numbers. There's a cross header by Lillian Fischel. Back out, looking to cross again. Keeping it in play, and there's going to be a save by the keeper. And the Knight Eagles going to try to move fast here. We're underway here at AJ McClung Memorial Stadium. This is a friendly between Columbus United FC. That's going to go right to that far side, trying to keep it in play. And here comes a turnover. United in the box. Fateki puts it in for the goal! And Columbus United FC takes the 1-0 lead. That was
Go, Columbus United.
That was number 19, Fateki. And United leads 1-0. Knight Eagles with the possession. That's deflected out of bounds. Damian Fateki with the goal scored for United. I believe that's his first goal of the season, although this is a friendly, so it does not count in the stats. Ambrose gets tripped up, and I believe that's number 8, Brandon Dura, the coach player. goes out of play. And looking at the roster, they also have an under-19 team. They got an under-14, under-16, and an under-19. Now, this is a different league from the club teams, CYSC and Concord Fire South. As I try to get more information about the Night Eagles, their season, where they play, who they play. It looks like they play in the CISL. Brandon Dura, the founder, his co-founder Archie Bayon. Got a mixture of international players and several local players. One-on-one with a keeper. Keeper's out of the box. The Night Eagles trying to get it out of play, and they do. Another opportunity for United to extend this lead. Nice header, but ends up losing control of it. And here comes United with an opportunity. Fushero, shot just off the mark. And we'll get a goal kick coming up for the Night Eagles. Tetsunari Fushero with the shot on goal. It's 1-0, Columbus United with the early lead over Columbus Night Eagles in this friendly. We are glad that you're able to watch us on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Facebook and YouTube. Please like and subscribe to the Facebook and YouTube channel. We are presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Kinetic Credit Union, and CNAW2 News, Colin Scroggins. Thank you so much for supporting Georgia Alabama Sports Live. I know that Colin had a busy day yesterday all over the city of Columbus, breaking news stories. But please stay safe this 4th of July weekend. People shooting off fireworks. Just make sure that you do it with caution. Or there's plenty of opportunity to see fireworks shows. You don't have to always shoot off fireworks. You can go see a fireworks show. All right, we're going to go ahead and step aside here as we have an injury timeout. We'll be back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Well, welcome back to AJ McClung Memorial Stadium. The clock continued to run, so we will have stoppage time to end the first half. Got a new goalkeeper in for Columbus United FC, Frederick Rogers, giving Brino Zanola a well-rested breather. He's been the main goalkeeper for Columbus United. Sails into the box. Oh, a nice header by Mills. What a touch. And we got two defenders for the Night Eagles that trips up. And it'll be a free kick for United. I'm trying to see who's going to take this free kick. Kind of psyching everybody out. Valentin Fontaine over to Villatoro. Trying to get it right back to Rogers. Over to Kadir. Kadir with the touch. Middle of the field to Tesari Fusharo. And that might be a little too far from Mills. Oh, he got tripped up, and he's trying to dive and try to jump over the keeper, trying to make sure not to get injured on that play. United would love a turnover here. To Fusharo. Over to Ambrose. Is it going to stay in play? No, that's going to go out of bounds. Throw in coming up for United. We're going to have another whistle. Fischel, oh, got it stolen. And trying to push right to Rogers, keeper ball. And that's going to go out of play, and a throw-in coming up for the Night Eagles. Nice possession. It's a foot race to the ball. Kadir tracks it down. Good defense there by Kadir. Now over to Villatoro. Villatoro stops it on a dime. Fusharo back over to Kadir. Kadir slices one to Mills, plays it off the heel. And then Mills with the touch. Back over Fontaine. Yeah, that was a little too far for Ambrose. Good attacking. A little too aggressive, and now the Night Eagles are going to have a free kick. So the Columbus Night Eagles mission to encourage the culture. We are dedicated to inspiring and empowering the youth of Columbus, Georgia throughout the beautiful game. With passion and unity, we break barriers, uplift communities, and foster excellence on and off the field. Together we soar to new heights, creating a legacy of positive change and leadership. Join us as we transform lives and make a lasting impact on our community. Oh! That was deflected. That's going to be a corner kick coming up for United. Let's see who's going to take this corner. That's going to be Sebastian Bussey. Actually, no, Sammy Ambrose is going to take this corner. Let's see if United can get a goal here on a set piece. It's in the box, deflected, and that's going to be a lucky souvenir for a fan. Just kidding, not really. They'll have to give that one back. Fusharo with space. Back to Fusharo. Looks like he's going to get it back to the defensive line. Over to Fontaine. Now Fusharo with some space. Got a couple touches. Swings it over. Oh, a good play there by number 42. Ambrose changes positions. Ambrose, shot on goal, off the mark. And that's going to be a goal kick coming up. We are in the 15th minute of the match. Expect at least 5 minutes of stoppage time. And I think that's a pretty lucky guess, but it's based off of the delay with the injury. And this is Fan Appreciation Night. We appreciate everybody that's come on out and just have a good time here at AJ McClung Memorial Stadium. This is the final home soccer match of the 2025 season. And we cannot wait till next year. Columbus United FC will be bigger and better. It's been a huge success the last 2 seasons. Mills plays it off the chest, good touch, trying to keep with it. And he lost it for a brief point, but gets it back over to Fischel. Fucharo takes it and kicks it back over to Villatoro. Villatoro playing that left defender. He usually plays in the middle of the field. It's good to see Lillian Fischel back from injury. And also Kadir playing back there as well. Be a free kick coming up for the Night Eagles. And a header by Villatoro. Ambrose stops on a dime. Nice pass to Fucharo. And the Night Eagles with the possession. And there's going to be nobody there. Kadir, he's got to be careful. He's got a man on him. Nice pass over to Fucharo with plenty of space. Ambrose almost got tripped up. Ambrose, that's a 50-50 ball. Off to the races. And that's going to be a quick free kick for the Night Eagles. Mills off the deflection. Back out to Fischel. Fontaine. Good dribble over to the cross of the field. Villatoro with it. Trying to control it. What a nice pass over to Mills. If he could control it, he could go for the cross. Mills, header, goal! What a pass by Mills. And that's the second goal for Fateki. William Mills with an incredible assist. And United leads 2-0. Damian Fateki, his second goal. That was a great cross, a great pass by William Mills. It doesn't get any more prettier than that. And that was a world-class ball. Eric Villatoro with the long pass to Mills, trying to make sure he didn't go offsides. And he had to cross it, and Damian Fateki, right place, right time for his second goal of the match. Fontaine, back out to Villatoro. We're trying to control it. Villatoro with it. Fucharo. In the box, shot, oh, what a save by Rogers. A kick save by Frederick Rogers. But the Night Eagles still had the possession, then they lost it. Oh, what a pass. It's a 50-50 ball. And he was offsides. The ref puts up the checkered flag. And it's the checkered flag for offsides. I believe 37 is Oswaldo Valencia. I remember him when he played for the Columbus Rapids. He's definitely not wearing the number they have on the roster. But I'll get confirmation. I know their coach, Brandon Duraw, very well. Big soccer guy in this area. And we're glad we're able to showcase a local team here in Columbus as well on the broadcast. He's going to curl. And Kadir comes up with it. Fontaine. The Knight Eagles with the possession, trying to cut into this lead. And a collision. Are they going to call a foul? Is that going to be a whistle on United? And it's not. Be a goal kick coming up. Rogers, middle of the field. Fushara with space. Oh, what a pass. If Bills can control it, he could get there. Back out to the middle of the field. Plenty of bodies as Fushara with space again. That's a shot attempt that would probably be worth 3 points if this was American football, because that split the uprights of the goalpost. But it will be a goal kick for the Knight Eagles. Fushara with the steal. Ambrose with open space. What a pass! And that's the hat trick for Damian Fataki. Wow!
Go Columbus United.
And I don't see any fans throwing their hats out on the field. Oh, wait a second. That's hockey. 3 goals for Damian Fatake. And it's 3-0. Columbus United on top. And what an assist by Sebastian Bussey, who had the cross. And again, Damian Fataki with the right place, right time mentality. Ambrose gets tripped up. A good defense there by United, trying to get the possession back. And the Knight Eagles come up with it. Trying to control it on the far side, looking to cross. Kadir races to it. Good defense by United. Fusharo turns it up the field. Passes it over to Bussey. Bussey with a dribble. Fataki, can he get goal number 4? Fataki. Oh, that was close as that curled to the right of the goal. Damian Fataki trying to pad the stat sheet here in this friendly. Oh, and a turnover. A lob shot that's high of the goal, and another goal kick coming up for the Knight Eagles. So the Knight Eagles is a soccer team here in Columbus. They have a under-14 division, an under-16 division, and an under-19 division in the adult league. Fataki gets tripped up. Good defense. We got a whistle, and it's going to go the other way, and a free kick coming up for the Night Eagles. Led by their head coach and player, Brandon Dura. Also Archie Bayham, the assistant coach. Emilius Price and Mike Merva are the other coaches. Is their motto, courage the culture, as they are featured in a Columbus International Soccer League. And they have an opportunity here to get on the scoreboard, and a save by Frederick Rogers. Having himself a pretty good match here for Columbus United. Ambrose. Nice pass. Here comes Fataki. Damian Fataki. It's tripped up. Good defense there by the Night Eagles. Busharo, shot. And it's going to be a goal kick. 27th minute of the match coming up here live from AJ McClung Memorial Stadium. It's Georgia Alabama Sports Live. It's Richard Holdridge. It's Chris Gates. Having a great time here on Fan Appreciation Night. What a busy night in the Fountain City. Got a softball tournament going on. The Cleanstones taking on the Montgomery Biscuits. And we've got this soccer match. And we also got a race at East Atlanta Motor Speedway. And that's going to be off the crossbar. Sammy Ambrose. And that was off the mark too. Sammy Ambrose hit the crossbar. Very unfortunate. Otherwise, it would have been 4-0. And that's going to be another goal kick for the Night Eagles. Here come the Night Eagles with an opportunity. It's a foot race trying to cross. Good defense there by Villatoro. Back out to Fusharo. United pushing it up. At the Fontaine. Ambrose, who just missed that goal off the crossbar. Passes it over. Intended. Number 5, actually. Shugai Kalisa. Throw in for the Night Eagles. Trying to control it. Is Bussy. Working that corner and looking to cross. Mills trying to save it. We get an offsides. Pretty decent crowd here at AJ McClung Memorial Stadium. Glad that you are joining us as we are on our Georgia Alabama Sports Live Facebook page and YouTube channel for the first time this season live. You've normally seen the replays of the matches, but since this is not an official USL match, it is a friendly, so we've gotten permission to go on our Facebook page and YouTube channel live. So we do have a change at the keeper position for United. Kadir. And we'll get some subs periodically in this match. There's a shot, and that's off. And the new keeper is wearing number 31, and that's usually Brino Zanola. But that's definitely not Brino Zanola. So we'll try to get his name. I mean, is it Ryan Hollins? Possibly the Columbus Blue Devil. So it looks like it's Ryan Hollins. He's just wearing number 31. Played for, I believe he was on that state championship team that Columbus won a couple years ago. Little slicing pass, racing to it, bodies flying, and we got ourselves a whistle. United with the ball. Turn it up the field. Fusharo just making sure his defender doesn't get him. Back out to Kadir. Passes it, middle of the field. Good touch over there by Fontaine. And if Mills gets there and he gets tripped up, he was offsides, but the flag went up before the foul, so it will be a free kick going the other way for the Night Eagles. Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I want to thank the owners, J.D. Hetster and Michael Hitchcock, for allowing us to broadcast all the matches this season as they are down on the causeway, just enjoying this game. Ambrose stays with it. Looks like his defender just kind of overran the play, and now United regroups. Back out to Kadir. Playing the 2-4-4 combo. Got two defenders back there, Villatoro and Kadir. Pushes it up to Mills. He already has a huge assist in this game. Mills trying to save it. And the flag goes up. It's going to be a throw-in for the Night Eagles. Mills, middle of the field. Ambrose, shot. That's it for the goal. And what a goal scored by number 3.
Go, Columbus United.
Is that EJ Sarah? That might be the Brookstone Cougar, EJ Sarah, that scored that goal, who was the all-time leading goal scorer this season for the Brookstone Cougars. We had an opportunity to call his soccer match on Georgia Alabama Sports Live against Pacelli. How about that? EJ Sarah with a goal. And it is now 4-0, United on top here in the 34th minute. The Night Eagles have not had a whole lot of opportunities. Good possession, Fontaine trying to get it. Now here comes the Night Eagles. Middle of the field, shot, and what a save there by Hollins. Just dove out there to make sure to get that one. Collins. Header in the box. The Knight Eagles with the possession. 35th minute of the match. How much stoppage time will be added to the first half? Lob pass. It was too high for the header. When we start seeing the subs. Ambrose trying to attack. Good defense. He falls to the ground. No call. And that would have been a nice pass, but broken up in the middle of the field by Lillian Fischel. The big story is the 3 goals by Damian Fateki. And we got our first yellow card of the match. Did they call that on Lillian Fischel? They called it on the Knight Eagles. And number 7, which the roster I have has a bunch of different numbers, but I'm familiar with several players. Archie Bayan, the assistant coach, got the yellow card. He is wearing number 7. I do see Brandon Dura out there. I've not seen Oswaldo Valencia. I'm wondering if he's wearing a different number. The former Spencer Greenwave and Columbus Rapid. Here comes United on the attack. Back out to Fusharo, middle of the field to Fontaine. Mills controls it. Mills, oh, that would have been a great pass. But hitting the floor is Bussey. Actually, not Bussey. That's number 22. There'll be a free kick coming up for Ambrose. Lobs it in the box. Header. Still with the possession. Oh, taken away there by the Knight Eagles. No call. The Knight Eagles trying to control it. Back out to the back line. All the way to Collins. Scoops it up for the save. Jesse Turner was on the play for the Knight Eagles. Mills with the touch. Mills being guarded heavily, and there's gonna be a goal for the Knight Eagles as they get on the board. That was scored by number 46 rather, and it's 4-1. So a good job by the Knight Eagles getting on the board late in the first half. We'll see exactly how much stoppage time will be put on the clock. Like I said, the Columbus Knight Eagles play in the CISL. Looking across. And a diving save by the keeper. I want to say that was Emilius Pierce with a big-time save. Header trying to keep it in play. Be a throw-in coming up for United. The Knight Eagles trying to get the turnover. Header, Archie Bayan. There's 46 who scored the goal. And that's going to be another goal. That's Archie Bayan. And quickly the Knight Eagles are back in this game. That's the coach, Archie Bayan. the striker from Ghana. And I know if you are a fan of the United States soccer team, you do not want to hear that country, Ghana. They have had some tough luck against Ghana in World Cups in the last 20 years. It is 4-2 United on top. Archie Bayan scoring that goal to cut into the lead. Still in play by United. 41st minute. United trying to keep control, trying to answer after giving up 2 goals. They were up 4-0. The Night Eagles have stormed all the way back to score 2 goals, and they now trail 4-2. And we got a whistle. Looks like it's going to be offsides and a free kick coming up for the Night Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, Thrift Behringer.
Let me see. I think I'm working. Hey, I'm Rich. There's no chance I was going to miss having an opportunity to get on the broadcast for the voice of Columbus United. Big Rich, you've done a great job all year long, man. And, man, it's actually a very beautiful night out here. The weather is perfect, really great crowd. And glad right now Columbus United is winning. They were up 4-0. And then as I'm walking up the stairs, 2 goals by the Eagles, just like that.
Yeah, just like that. And I got to tell you, this is a great crowd, fan appreciation night. And I know that you're enjoying this soccer match. How's been your 4th of July weekend so far?
It's been good, man. Enjoyed doing absolutely nothing yesterday. I don't know if I've ever said that in the last year and a half of my life, so glad not to do anything yesterday. And then today we came down here. We were thinking about, me and Natalie, of going to the Clingstones. We were like, you know what, let's just head on over to Columbus United because the Clingstones started an hour and a half earlier.
That's right.
Than Columbus United did. So there's no reason why people can't go back and forth. And for those who are done watching Columbus Clingstones, just walk on over. Memorial Stadium, the weather's perfect, and enjoy some excellent soccer.
Yeah, why not see both? Just see a couple of innings of the Clingstones and then come over here to AJ McClung Memorial Stadium where it is Fan Appreciation Night. Now, like I explained to the audience, this is a friendly. Montgomery United FC did not have enough players, so this local team from Columbus, the Columbus Night Eagles.
So this Columbus, Georgia.
It's Columbus, Georgia. This is a team that's led by Brandon Durraw. He is the coach player, and they do play in Columbus. They're in an international league, and they agreed to play in this friendly, and that's why you're seeing this live on our Facebook and YouTube channel because this is not an official USL game. We did get confirmation, 3 minutes of stoppage time.
I have been really I've been impressed in year number 2 of Columbus United FC. And thank you again to J.D. Hester, Eleni Hitchcock, and everyone allowing us to be the broadcast partner. Yourself and whenever Mike Peacock had to fill in, did an excellent job all season long. I know it's not how you wanted to end, especially how year 1 ended with winning the championship. But all in all, the momentum is still growing. And I think Columbus United has got to be really happy with the way this year is going to end. I only got one more game left, which is next week. I know I was talking with Paxton, who's head of game day operations here for Columbus United.
So we do have a player, that is Kadir, down on the ground. Hopefully he's going to be okay. It might just be cramps, but we do have the 3 minutes that will be added as stoppage time here.
There will be 3 minutes plus of stoppage.
So we have caught you in your excitement of a goal on the P8 announcement. I know you were excited.
I didn't realize that my voice
you were
carried
excited.
all the way to the microphone.
You were excited, man. But I heard my Uncle Philip, who's doing the PA, by the way. Great job, Philip Bush, PA. Been the PA, the voice of Memorial for Columbus United FC.
And he does a great job.
But I know as soon as he with your excitement. He's got to hurry. He can get it in and then get it out. But y'all have done a great job, man. I've really been impressed, and I'm glad that I was able to at least make one game here this year.
Absolutely. I'm glad you're having a good time here on Fan Appreciation Night, and we've got a pretty decent crowd. This is just a great atmosphere, and it's actually pretty good weather. It's not too hot.
I love the jerseys, man. I love the kids and the fans wearing their jerseys. Some of the couples, one wearing a blue, one wearing a red. I love that type of stuff, man.
And absolutely, this is just a great venue just for the location where everything's at. You got the Civic Center, you got Synovus Park, you got the South Commons softball complex. It's really the perfect location to tailgate. Oh, what a slide tackle. I love seeing those slide tackles, but sometimes the ref gets in the way of that. And we're just waiting for the ref to blow the 3 whistles to go to the half, because we do have 3 minutes of stoppage time. I'm impressed with Mills. He's a new player. He's seeing a lot of minutes. He had a great assist on that cross. We had a hat trick from Damian Fataki, who's had a pretty good game today.
Listen, I'll tell you what, your articulation and being able to get every one of these names right from all the teams, I commend you on it, Richard, and you do it so seamlessly and flawlessly. So shout out to Big Rich, man.
Well, hopefully it's right.
Well, yeah.
I do say it with conviction. I have not had anybody later correct me and say, by the way, it's pronounced this way.
Because we've gotten plenty of those over the years.
Oh, over the years, yes, we have.
People are not shy about making sure to get their baby name right, especially if it's a parent or grandparent.
Kadir with the touch over to Lillian Fischel. Good to see him back in the lineup. He was injured for a couple of soccer matches. We're trying to snap a 2-game losing streak. They lost a tough one to Dauphin, 2-0. That would pretty much knock them out of the playoffs. And then losing to Southern Soccer Academy up in Austell, 4-1. But I tell you what, I've been impressed by this Columbus Night Eagles soccer team that, they got some familiar faces. The former Spencer Green Wave, Oswaldo Valencia.
There we go.
He played for the Columbus Rapids. That's why I knew that name.
Well, walking in the stadium, knowing that I'm going to be back here in about a month and a half.
I think the next time you're going to be up here is for the Carter Spencer game.
That
right?
is exactly right, Big Rich. So.
For kids to go to the field for halftime.
Can't wait for that. And it's going to be the half. It's all Columbus United, 4-2. And they're hoping to close this one out. Thank you to Thrift Berger for joining us at the half. We're going to go and take a break here. We'll get ready for the second half here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Get ready to smile. It's Truck Month at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Choose from a huge selection of brand new full-size Chevrolet Silverados. Discounted up to $13,750 off. New 2025 Chevy Equinox, the compact SUV that features high-tech options and discounts up to $5,000 off. You can enjoy no payments until July. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
Start of the second half. Coming up next, Columbus United leads Columbus Night Eagles by a score of 4-2. The first half highlights: Damian Fataki with the hat trick. And also a goal by the Brookstone Cougar, AJ Sura. It is 4-2. Columbus United had a 4-0 lead, and the Columbus Night Eagles came back to cut the lead to 2. A little information about the Columbus Knights Eagles. They do play in the UPSL Division I Georgia South Conference. They are made up mostly of active duty U.S. Army soldiers stationed at nearby Fort Benning. And they are led by their head coach / player, Brandon Dura, who is a former United States Marine. They used to be called the Columbus Knights. They were a club team that was based out of Fort Benning. They have evolved to something that definitely could play at the competition of the United Premier Soccer League. They have agreed to take on Columbus United FC in this friendly. And it is Fan Appreciation Night here at AJ McClung Memorial Stadium. We're getting ready to start the second half. The Columbus Night Eagles wearing their black jerseys with their Seahawk green. And they are going from left to right on your TV screen, phone, tablet, or however you're watching this. YOLO box or... I'm going to go ahead and trademark that color, Seahawk green.
Son, the owner of the Seahawks, just sent me a message saying, Rich, if you ever say you're going to take a color from him again, he's going to come after you with all his might.
Oh, man. Oh, but that can't be a real color?
It can be, but he said he already patented it. So you're trying to
patent the Seahawk green?
He said his dad, Paul Allen, already patented it. You can't be stealing it from him.
Well, if it's a real color, then
I'll tell you what, I can't wait for this is historic, this, facility here at Memorial Stadium, but the renovations and stuff, when they start enhancing everything around the stadium, enhancing some of the seats, renovating, updating, it's going to look beautiful, man, and it's going to become a potential targeting spot for many leagues, maybe host state championship games. I've already heard that maybe the GIAA and some others. So, Richard, keep on the lookout for that in the next couple of years as they, again, are going to renovate AJ McClung Memorial Stadium.
And that's just a perfect opportunity, a great location, and we are excited about it. United with the ball, and that's going to be swung by over to Emilius Pierce. Middle of the field, trying to get this back, and there's Oswaldo Valencia. I was looking all over. Oh, Justin Edwards. So the Columbus Night Eagles, who got a mixture of some local players. They also have some international players. Archie Bayan, who scored the goal from Ghana. Also Joshua Morris, Oswaldo Valencia, Emmanuel Buza, all from Panama. Remember, Panama made the World Cup in 2018. I remember that because they took one of the United States spots in CONCACAF. There's Valencia, or no, that's Edwards. Back out to the keeper. Ryan Collins, the former Columbus Blue Devil, won a state championship back in 2023. 2024, rather. That was last year. was just off the chest and right back to the keeper. Danielle Mastriani checking into the game for United. Also, Dennis Hayes, second on the team with 4 goals. Nicholas Gettridge. There's Mastriani controlling it. Mastriani, shot! Oh, that's going to be in for the goal! Wow, what a shot! Hit the crossbar, the double doink into the goal to make it 5-2. Danielle Mastriani, he hit the crossbar, and I know, Thrift, you definitely want to comment on that goal. How about that? How about that goal?
All right, let me just make sure I got it. We can't ever figure out the mic situation.
I don't know. The mics just don't want us to.
What a call. Was excited. I thought you were going to pull in Ian Dark, which wasn't bad. Not a bad call right there, Rich. But how about that goal? 5 we've seen. I know there's been some games Columbus United hadn't scored a goal at all, and the one game I've come to, 5 of them now, 4 in the first half. I've been really impressed with these guys, and what a way to go out with a bang, fireworks, score as many goals as you can for Fan Appreciation Night. Show how much the fans mean to this program.
Yeah, no question about it, and that was an incredible goal. And Coach Brett Teach, he's got some of the normal players that are in the starting lineup here in the second half, giving some younger players some opportunity here to get some touches. I tell you, Coach Brett Teach has just done a fantastic job with this United team in his second season, and we're looking forward to next season. But we got 2 more games left here in the USL season, even though this is a friendly. In case you are wondering, this is not on NBC Sports Engine Play. Oh, there's Carter Berg. He's got 6 goals. Can he get 7? Berg right to the keeper. It's good to see Carter Berg in the lineup. Emilius Pierce with a nice save for the Night Eagles. Kadir back over to Fusharo. Fusharo with space. Berg trying to control it. Carter Berg over to Dennis Hayes. What a pass, Mastriani. One-on-one with a keeper, and Pierce with a big save. Mastriani trying to get his second goal. Gettridge playing off the foot. Hayes, who's got 4 goals this season. Ambrose with the slide tackle. And we got a whistle. That's going to be a free kick coming up for the Night Eagles. And I'm actually looking to see exactly the Night Eagles. Obviously, this is a team that plays in the UPSL, which is made up of mostly active duty soldiers stationed at Fort Benning. I got to ask their coach because he reached out to me. I got to find out where they play. Is it Doughboy Stadium at Fort Benning? I'll get confirmation. Edwards lost it. And that pass. Look at the race. Off to the races, Dennis Hayes. Hayes looking to cross. Hayes with the curl and bend and the slide, and just could not fit it in a tight window. But it will be.
Some great passes, though, here today, Rich.
Yeah, we're going to have a corner kick coming up. Dennis Hayes.
So I was able to call some state championship games for high school soccer this year, and you could tell the difference. I mean, even there is high-level soccer, but compared to these guys who are, I know some of them still going to college, some of them are ready to turn pro. That was almost a goal, but you just see the precision. It's just on another level compared to high school, Big Rich.
Yeah, a combination of international players and some local players that played here at like Nick Gettridge played at Pacelli, Braden Wood played at Pacelli, E.J. Surraw played at Brookstone, Ryan Collins played at Columbus. So they got a mixture of some local kids here in the Fountain City and some international players. But I tell you, I'm impressed with this Columbus Night Eagles team that's mainly active duty members stationed at Fort Benning. Of course, their player coach, Brandon Dura, is a member of this team, also a former U.S. Marine. And it's great that they're having an opportunity, which I've actually not heard of the Columbus Knight Eagles until this game. And so it's great that we're actually showcasing another team here in Columbus. That shot on goal just off the mark by Mills rather, and that's going to be a goal kick coming up. William Mills had an opportunity. We're in the 53rd minute of the second half, live from AJ McClung Memorial Stadium.
Give me some of your favorite moments from this season, Rich. I know last year was obviously that championship game against Tallahassee. Can that stadium? It was a great game. Unbelievable game. We got thousands of views. It really kind of kick-started, if you wanted, because it started around this time last year. I was in Dominican watching it on my phone during the party hours, Rich. And everybody was like, why are you on your phone right now? And I said, because I'm captivated by this game between Columbus United and Tallahassee. But what about this year? What would be some of your key moments?
Well, obviously the hat trick by Carter Berg. Carter Berg has come up clutch with a game-tying goal against one of the top teams in the USL in Tennessee SC. Also, Brino Zanola had some incredible saves this season. Just seeing the defense step up when needed, when you have players like Nick Gettridge and Eric Villatoro and Kadir, who's been just incredible on that back line. And this team, even though they had some heartbreaking losses, obviously to Birmingham Legion, they were up 1-0 and they lose 2-1. Losing to Dothan United, down a man when they had the red card early in the first half. I mean, they've had some heartbreaking losses. I mean, if they went their way, this is a playoff team. Remember, the only 2 teams make the playoffs in USL2 in the South Central Division. There's a goal kick. Back out to United. Passes over to Mastriani. Trying to reset, regroup here. Evans Dafa check it into the game for the first time, and Carter Berg trying to race that one down. Carter Berg's had an incredible season. 6 goals, leading the team in that category. He was just a tremendous striker last season as well. Almost got in on that one. Edwards had to change positions. Now back to the keeper. Edwards. Back out to the far side. As Archie Bayan was one of the goals scored by the Columbus Knight Eagles, who made it interesting. They were down 4-0, and Mastriani, who had the goal in the second half, trying to look for Dennis Hayes. Hayes shot, and what a save by Emilius Pierce. He's had a couple of saves here in the second half.
Wow. That was an excellent shot on goal.
And he's trying to push to get United off guard, trying to move that offense. And we got a whistle. I believe that's going to be on United. It's going to be a free kick coming up.
I'll tell you what, Richard. As a broadcaster, how many games did it take you to get the United names and numbers all pretty much in your brain where you didn't have to look at a roster?
Probably 2.
2?
2.
I would do it in a game and a half, but that's just me.
I don't know.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you, Richard.
Ladies and gentlemen, Thrift Behringer.
Right.
Mastriani over to Gettridge. Kadir. I notice the United playing with 2 defenders back, so that's the 2-4-4 formation. Rarely see that, but back out to Fasharo, and it goes out of play. Throw-in coming up for the Knight Eagles.
I want to say Brett Teach. What a brilliant mind. What an excellent interview. What an awesome guy. And I'm hoping that he'll continue to be the
coach for Columbus United for many years. He's been a blessing to be able to get to know, man, and glad that, again, he's been the leader on the field for this team.
No question. Year 2 has been a huge success for Columbus United FC, and we're excited about year 3 next year. The Night Eagles trying to push it on offense. Here comes the Night Eagles back. They get the turnover. There's just too much defense, too many red jerseys in that back line, and the Night Eagles just could not get anything as Gettridge over to Fusharo. Fusharo controls it. He's got space. Passes it over to Ambrose. It's going to be a foot race. Here comes Carter Berg. Berg beats the keeper. If he saves it, it's an open goal. Carter Berg. Goalie gets back on offense, and that is going to be a huge save by the defender. He had a Did he punch that? It looked like he punched that. He's not allowed to do that because he's not the goalie. He must have it must have deflected off his body.
That was close, Rich.
Because if it's a handball, it's a red card and a penalty kick. And we saw that against Columbus United, against Birmingham.
We remember that.
It was a devastating loss, but now United with the corner kick, approaching the 60th minute of the match. It's in the box. Header off the mark, and a goal kick. That was Kadir he had a tight window, and that ball was sailing into the box. Kadir trying to beat the keeper right on that inside of the goal. And the Night Eagles. Oh, here comes the Night Eagles. Number 46 already has a goal so far. The Night Eagles looking to cross, and what a save by Collins. The Columbus Blue Devil getting a big save. And here comes Dennis Hayes. Hayes looking for Carter Berg. Berg trying to make sure he's not going to get off sides. Hayes gets it tracked down by 2 defenders, and he got it taken away. Great defense by the Night Eagles. Back out to Pierce. We get a throw-in coming up for United. Berg keeps it in bounds. Fusharo dribbles. Dapa. Evans Dapa. Right to Carter Berg. Carter Berg, and a save by Pierce. Here comes United. And that shot's off the mark. Ambrose had an opportunity. No, I don't know.
When is one going to fall down, Rich?
Well, I mean, Columbus United staying aggressive, trying to tack on to this 5-2 lead.
What's the most amount of goals you've seen in Columbus United history? Let's see if you can rattle that off on your head, Rich.
5. I don't think they've ever had a game where they had more than 5.
Well, someone's got to go research.
Yeah.
So
Let's
if you're watching right now, you want to comment and prove Richard wrong, please go ahead and
try to stump Richard.
Stump Big Rich on the broadcast.
You know, when I was in college, my soccer team lost like 10-0, 11-0. So I've seen.
Sounds like a bad program.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of goals. Here's the goal kick. Curves in the box. Header by Kadir and right to the keeper. And Pierce going to go ahead and kick this one away.
Richard, 10-0 sounds like just a massacre, man.
Sounds like a team that's just building a soccer program.
It does.
They just have no scholarships. It's like, hey, anybody want to play college soccer? Just show up here. Actually, that was the first couple of games for the Columbus Rapids. Anyway, Hayes. Dennis Hayes. Oh, that just took a bad angle off the foot. And Hayes had an open shot, but it just probably took an angle off the cleat. Yeah, we're going to get a corner kick. This was off of the Night Eagles. Danielle Mastriani going to take this corner. He's got the second half goal. So 3 goals by Damian Fatake, 1 by EJ Sarah, and 1 by Danielle Mastriani. That's in the box, and it's swatted away by Pierce. What aggressiveness by the keeper for the Night Eagles. Got to get to it. Good save there by Dennis Hayes. Hayes slices it. Oh, Berg almost took it away, but the Night Eagles comes back up with it. We're going to get a throw in. Gettridge over to Hayes. Mastriani. A little too far for Kadir. Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Like the Facebook page. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Live from AJ McClung Memorial Stadium. It's Fan Appreciation Night. The last home match here for Columbus United FC. And we've got a special for you due to the fact that this is a friendly and not an official USL 2 match, that we are having this game for you live on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. And we are taking on a local team from Columbus called the Columbus Night Eagles, which used to be called the Columbus Knights. They used to be a club team based out of Fort Benning. They play in the UPSL, and they mostly consist of active duty soccer players stationed at Fort Benning, led by their head coach and player, Brandon Dura. Here comes United on the attack. United trying to push up, looking to cross. What a pass. Perfect pass, but right there to get the save is Emilius Pierce. Edwards with it. And that defense for United ends up getting the possession back. Hayes with the touch. Back over to Fusharo. Carter Berg's just got to watch to make sure he's not offsides. He'll quickly throw this one in, and trying to control it is Ambrose, and that goes to the outside of the net. But he beat the keeper. All he had to do was control that one. It would have been in the back of the net. 65th minute of the match, live here from AJ McClung Memorial Stadium. Happy 4th of July weekend, everybody. We appreciate you joining us here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live's Facebook page and YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you're not doing anything tomorrow, we got 706 Day down at Woodruff Park. Going to be a lot of vendors. Thrift is going to be there. DJ Cashflow also going to be there. Right to Pierce.
It's going to be a fun time tomorrow, starting at Woodruff Park, 4 p.m. Love DJ Cashflow. Good job by the goalie. Uh-oh.
Here we go. Yeah, good defense by United.
So 706A started 2 years ago. It's a great positive thing for the city. Many vendors. They're going to have a concert, obviously free music. It's free to get in. And we'll have some local vendors there, including the Campus Academy, who support her on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. So if you're looking for a school to go to, the Campus Academy will have a tent there for you to come and talk to. And we also are looking like, after interviewing DJ Cashwell on the Georgia Alabama Sports Live show, Richard, that we may be doing a live show from 706 Day.
That would be cool.
rumor has it we may have a special guest and a former
Possibly
Major League,
former.
don't say no name, but a former Major League Baseball player.
Carter Berg.
Uh-oh.
Carter Berg. Oh, what a block on the defense by the Night Eagles. It looked like Carter Berg had an opportunity there. Just great defense by the Night Eagles.
Yeah, so we got nothing else going on tomorrow, 4 to 8 p.m., but, man, I thought Carter had it. I thought we were about to get goal number 6. So, as of now, we think the most amount of goals is 5, which if they're able to score one more, which would be the most in Columbus United history, brief, but still in their history in 2 years. I don't think anyone else would know better than you, Big Rich.
I know. But this has just been a fantastic season, and what a night for Fan Appreciation Night. I know the first 500 fans got a T-shirt, and it's also an opportunity to renew your season tickets for the 2026 season, which I believe you get a free jersey for that if you end up renewing your season tickets. So definitely an opportunity there to get some free swag for Columbus United FC. Got a goal kick coming up. WTVM's Tony Reese trying to get the highlights of this match. By the way, I do want to say a special congratulations to a friend of the show of Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Tyler Redmond. Take gets taken down. Free kick coming up. Fusharo over to Bassi. Bassi, and that is in. That is number 4 for Damian Fataki. And that breaks the record for the most goals scored in Columbus United FC history. Have yourself a day with 4 goals, Damian Fataki. It's 6-2 United.
I didn't want to take your glory, but I wanted that goal called so bad, Rich. But what a call by you. 6 and a record.
Records have been broken
on
tonight.
Fan Appreciation Night. What a night to break records, too. But I'm glad I was able to come out here tonight. Awesome job, Big Rich. And for everybody out there, just like and subscribe.
That's all we ask of you to do is like and subscribe. We have, with Thrift, we're going to have content pretty much all week next week, right? The sitting with the athletic director state of the program?
Yeah, we've already have Columbus State, by the way, just drop. We'll also have a final Columbus United show. We'll have that on next week. Hopefully get Coach Brett Teach and maybe a player or two next week to talk to. But we had Larry Knox from Russell County. You were able to sit down with him, Richard, and Justin A. from Columbus State. I'm going to repost them tomorrow for everybody to go out and watch, and we'll have more of those dropping next week. You're right about that, but glad that we were able to be a part of here Fan Appreciation Night, and glad that it was able to be broadcasted on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Ooh, and he was offsides. Fataki had an opportunity for goal number 5, but the ref decided to put up the checkered flag, and he's offsides. Oh, what a save there by Pierce. But we had a player, Ambrose, ends up. Is that going to be a penalty shot coming up for Ambrose? They were in the box. Just out of the box. So it's just going to be a penalty kick from outside the box. If that was in the box, that would have been a penalty shot. But Columbus Night Eagles going to be building that wall. As that's going to be Ambrose going to take this penalty kick. Or this free kick. It's a free kick, but it is outside of the penalty box. See if United can get something on a set piece. Ambrose, it's in the box, deflected. Just off, it took a curl and it spinned just to the left of the goalkeeper and the goalie. And it's going to be a free kick coming up. The keeper talking to the defender, trying to figure out who's going to take this goal kick. Trying to give their players some rest. And now we're back in action with the Night Eagles. Trying to withstand the defense there by Fataki. He's being aggressive. But a throw-in coming up for the Night Eagles. Trying to control it. Back over to Edwards. We got a whistle, and the Night Eagles will go ahead and take this one. Good touch and a pass over to 62 over that near side. Trying to see if they can cut into this lead. They did have 2 goals earlier in the first half. They were down 4-0. Made it 4-2. And that's going to be a whistle. Getrich. Over to Fontaine. Back out to Getrich. Getrich hooks it over to Sarah. There's EJ Sarah, who had a goal earlier. Races it down. Back over to Lillian Fischel. Swings it over to Getrich. Nice ball, played off the touch. And we're going to get a throw-in coming up for the Night Eagles. A team that consists mainly of active duty soldiers stationed at Fort Benning. Here comes Fataki. He's already got 4 goals. Fataki looking across. United's possession. And that shot's wide of the net. Valentine Fontaine had a chance to continue to push this goal-scoring record, a historic night for the Columbus United FC team with 6 goals. No team has scored as many goals as this Columbus United FC team in the last 2 seasons. And they have broken their own record. Getrich playing it off the touch, turns it up the field. That's actually not Getrich. That's try to get his number. Fusharo. Throw in coming up. That's Bryce Screws, number 26. Over to Gettridge. Screws. Nice pass over to Bassie, and then that's going to be offsides. And, oh, man, Damian Fataki thought he had goal number 5, but the refs call offsides. Deflected. And a whistle. This is the last home match for Columbus United FC. Fan Appreciation Night here at AJ McClung Memorial Stadium. Little chip pass, and it's headed on. Edwards comes up with the steal, trying to slice it to the middle, and cleared away by Gettridge, which will be a throw-in coming up for the Night Eagles. Approaching the 80th minute of the match. Good job by United. Here's Screws with space. Fataki, and that is blocked by Pierce. And here comes the Night Eagles. As we appreciate the Columbus Night Eagles for agreeing to this friendly. Want to thank their head coach, Brandon Dura, as this was a friendly that was added due to the fact that Montgomery United FC could not field a team. Fontaine. Over to Bassie. And what a block and save by Pierce. So with this not being an official USL match, that's why we were able to have it on Georgia Alabama Sports Live's Facebook page and YouTube channel, as we have been live streaming all season long on NBC Sports Engine Play. I want to thank the league for allowing us to live stream the matches. I want to thank Columbus United FC for allowing us to be the broadcast partner of all Columbus United FC broadcasts. Fontaine. Fouchard with some space. What a pass. Screws. And that is, oh, it would have been in. That was inches away from going in, and there's a block save. You got the keeper that went back into the box. Screws almost had a goal, but it just hit the post. Here comes United. That was very close to going in. United FC ends up losing the possession. Here comes the Night Eagles. Good defense there by Nick Gettridge. Over to Bryce Screws. Screws with the touch. Back to Gettridge, midfield. Racing down to it. And tripped up. And we are going to get a foul. And we do have a player that hit the ground hard, and we're going to go ahead and step aside while they attain to him. As you're watching Columbus United FC Soccer here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And we're back here at AJ McClung Memorial Stadium. Free kick coming up for United. It's at an angle where if you want to try to go for the goal, you can, but this would be probably better to be teed up on a set piece. And you have strikers in the middle of the field ready to take this. The clock continues to run here in the second half. Back out Gettridge. And that is a missile. That just wide of the net. What a shot by Nick Gettridge. That will be a goal kick coming up for the Night Eagles. The Night Eagles with possession. Racing it down is number 46. Trying to spin. Oh, what a spin move. Bryce Screws takes it away. Now over to Fusharo. Little bump, and the ref does blow the whistle. We got a 2-on-1 fast break. The keeper gets back into the box. And a slide tackle and a save there by the keeper. And the keeper is way out of the box. And good play by Gettridge. And a throw in for the Night Eagles. Approaching the 86th minute of the match. It's 6-2. United FC on top. Good foot race there. Bassey stops on a dime. Back out. Shot off the mark. He's trying to go for the upper 90. That was number 22. And back out to the keeper. Screws with some space. Fontaine. Now over to Gettridge. And that's an upper 90 for Damian Fataki. That's off the mark. The big story today, Damian Fataki with 4 goals. As United FC jumped out to a 4-0 lead. The Columbus Night Eagles made it close, cutting it to 2. And then United FC able to answer back with 2 goals of their own in the second half. Good play there by Edwards. And we got a foot race to the ball. Oh, what a pass between the legs of Gettridge. That shot's off the mark. And it looks like we got...
around after the match for autograph penalty. We usually get the players to get autographs and take pictures at the end of the fight.
What a pass to Screws, and that's going to be offsides. Be a free kick for the Night Eagles. And back to Collins. Oh, what a play there. Fataki deflected. And I've not heard about them putting extra time. That's going to be a red card. Handball. Let's see how much stoppage time is going to be added. Well, this is going to be a penalty kick for Damian Fataki that would give him 5 goals. It would also break the all-time scoring record for United. Here we go. Fataki. That's in. He's got 5 goals. It is 7-2. High fives all around for Damian Fataki. And the Columbus United FC has scored more goals than they have ever scored in the history of the franchise, breaking their own record. And they win this one by a final score of 7-2 over the Columbus Night Eagles. I want to thank Chris Gates, our fine producer. I want to thank Thrift Behringer joining me here in the broadcast. Richard Holdridge saying so long from AJ McClung Memorial Stadium. See, AJ McClung Memorial Stadium, what a season for Columbus United FC. We can't wait to see you next year. Have a great night, everybody, and we will see you next time.